Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first, or should I say, session 0 of Iron Kingdom's A Murder of Crows. This is mostly just going to be session 0 of warm up to kind of get the feel of combat and get the feel of roleplay and how characters work together. So this will kind of be a little bit unprofessional, but it's session 0. Everyone's getting used to everything. So without further ado, let us begin. Your respective characters come from whatever background or histories that they respectively choose. None of you have really met each other just yet. However, that is about to change, or at least some of you have not met each other.
I was about to say sister?
For for whatever reason, some of your characters, it's up to, what you want your reasons to be. But for whatever reason, there has been a caravan that is escorting goods and trades onward to the city, to the capital city of Caspia. However, even though Signar is a very vast and wealthy city, there are still some dangerous roads to travel. And lo and behold, all of these collective characters are on the caravan traveling when, in fact, the caravan becomes attacked. However, that has not happened yet. So you're all just riding along the caravan, whether you are there as escorts, whether you're there as smugglers, or whether you are there simply there to hitch a ride, that is up to you. You may begin the scene however you wish. There are a wide variety of different characters there, including the ones that you guys control, but you may speak with anyone or do anything you wish at the moment.
Cesar is just smoking a cigar while walking besides the wagon because it's too big and he'll probably not fit in the wagon.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You see, actually, I'm gonna use my military. I'm gonna be wearing my officer's outfit. Yee. Excuse me. Do you have a light?
He pulls out. Wait, dumb question. Do lighters exist, or is it just matches?
It would be matches or some sort of alchemical like flash burster thing.
I feel like a lighter would be fairly. They're not very complicated. We have robots. A
Well,
Zippo's not technology.
here's the thing you have to understand. This is steampunk, so think steampunk lighter. So it's gonna look like a freaking bomb, but it's gonna no, it's he's like if he pulls it out and flicks it, it's gonna like use an alchemical reaction, or it's going to use some sort of magical enchantment to do that. So go ahead and describe away.
I suppose since he's smoking a cigar, he'll just pull out matches.
She'll take the
Here,
she'll take the match, pull out a cigar of her own, strike it on her boot, and light it up. Thank you.
Um, I guess um, Barden will be sitting up front um, on the passenger side of the wagon, riding along as he fiddles with something. He is in his mech suit, however, it's powered down. So he's conserving coal, and he's just up there and mumbling to himself as he works on his mech suit while in the passenger seat.
Splat, say something.
Henrietta, meanwhile, is riding inside the carriage, simply seeming to be tending to both her own suit and her gun, which seems to be a pretty advanced gun. It's a Magic Tech rifle. She's inspecting the barrel. She's inspecting the cartridges that she's forged for herself, and overall seems to just be diligently maintaining her gear.
Now, quick question: Do you have any mechanic engineering?
No.
All right. Barton will look up and go, "You're doing that wrong, lass."
And then Ananta just sort of stops for a moment and looks up. Hmm.
You gotta adjust the capacitors before you start trying to realign the shot.
I gotta fix the carburetor.
Look, give it here.
She narrows her eyes a bit. I think I could take care of my own gun just fine, thank you.
Fine, but a couple of years, or sorry, after a couple of shots, the alignment's just going to be off again.
If it is, I'll come to you.
Gives a small shrug and goes back to working on his mech suit.
This has got to be the boringest walk I've ever had.
Quite. I'm not partial to cold myself.
One of the other riders, someone who you see in somewhat dark blue alchemist leathers and almost a military officer uniform, very similar to your Sarge. Except a little bit different. He's probably someone of either equal to your rank or less. However, he is wearing a different kind of getup as to more of a scientist or alchemist, and actually geared more towards operations rather than looking like professional. Although his uniform is still very nice. He eventually, you see him light a cigar, but you don't see any alchemist. Any lighter or any matches whatsoever. One moment he's got the cigar, and then the next moment it's lit.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
Well, it does beat using up the fuel. Kind of nice.
Quite.
Roy, what should I call you?
Sergeant.
Sarge? And you, my big man?
You can call me Tsar, but people just call me Mr. T. On the count of my name has all one T's on it.
Tsar? Or T? Very well. The quiet one in the back of the wagon. His name is Titus. Pay no mind to him, he's actually kind of a nice guy, and he's really good at what he does.
And what would that be?
Killing people, and kind of looks back at the wagon, so like he tries to make sure that Titus can't hear him, and then he leans a little bit closer in, Sarge, and he says, killing people, and trying to get women in his bed.
Charming. Truly the only most intellectual pursuits.
Oh, the man also has an eye, like an eagle. If an eagle was injected with sight serum.
So, Mr. Blue, you expecting a lot of trouble?
On this road? Probably. I don't know. I mean, I heard that there was a caravan that got attacked a couple weeks ago, but we haven't had problem in about a week, so keep eyes open. See if anything happens.
You guys hear cursing from up front as the armor starts smoking a little bit. As he gets out, kicks it a few times, the smoking and clinging stops. Then he'll
At this
climb back
point,
in.
you guys hear a shout from the front of the caravan. And there's a, oh my god, wah! And you guys see out of the brush come quite a few thug looking, and yeah, I've got Skyrim guards. That's kind of what they've got on, but not quite. They're bandits. They're dressed in leathers, and a lot of them are armed with basic rifles and pistols.
We've come
one
to
of them
steal
is
your
ar-
sweet rose.
One of them is armed. Oh hell yeah! One of them is armed with a blunderbuss. It's the one marked with the heart. And they start to surround the caravan.
Ugh. Hold up. This is being a bastard. I'm trying to adjust my. There we go. I would be facing this way on the caravan.
So, Natsu, just double checking with you. Is it the white or black that is facing forward?
There's a nub.
I'm sorry, not Natsu, Splat.
It's the blacks facing forward.
Black facing forward, okay. So everyone is upside down. Alright. And they come around, and they all start looking at you guys. And they say, aha! More fools to rob. Why don't you all just come off the cart, lay down your weapons, and we'll take your things, and no one has to get hurt here.
You have got to be the biggest fool I've ever seen.
Why don't you put that freaking little war toy down and shut the fuck up, you freaking trollkin.
Oh, I can place it down on your face if you'd like.
Alright, boys. These guys don't want to participate. Let's fucking light them up.
And he's just eyes closed, very quietly, very efficiently, just readying her rifle in the back.
I think it's safe to assume that you all are gonna have a +2 to damage and hit, being how close you are to me.
I thought it was just +1/+1.
Oh, it is +1. Yeah, sorry. I don't know where I keep getting +2 from. I like even numbers. You're all getting a
Wishful
plus.
thinking.
Everyone's getting a +1 to, what is it, attack? Or attack and damage?
Both.
Okay.
So remember that. Or I'll break your kneecaps, because every time I play a support character and I give people stuff they never remember. So initiative time? No, not yet.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Can we get a +1 to initiative too?
But you took down the throne earlier.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, anytime you get a 6, it's a crit. Okay. I was amazed.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Not so.
Yeah.
Do you get a +1 for the?
I don't think
Actually,
so.
No. That's not a crit. That's just saying you rolled max on one of your dice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A crit is whenever you
Double
roll
sixes.
Okay.
No, double anythings.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Double, because that's technically
Yeah.
double threes still work. Yeah, okay.
Double threes, double fours, double fives, double ones.
Double U's.
As long as you roll doubles. What that? My question is, why does it feel the need to repeat your name twice?
Okay, so you guys are all good. So Miss G, ironically, will go first.
Her name is so
see-
nice. You have to say it twice.
You
Sorry.
see the men readying their rifles and pistols. They're like, ah, boys, light them up.
Let's see. I can charge, right?
Yeah.
So, wait. Crap. I need 3 inches, so that's like. Okay. Okay.
What's your movement right now?
24.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna charge this guy over here, I suppose.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack with your hammer. The
Uh,
macro should be all set up
I'm
for you. It's under
sorry,
combat.
but what pluses does charge give again? Is it just damage? I forgot.
It's
Sorry.
+1 to attack and damage.
Okay. So technically, I have +2 because of the buff of Sarge. Okay.
No, wrong one.
That would
You
be.
gotta do the one under combat.
Oh, sorry,
That's the one
sorry.
that's the one that macros for you. That's your skill check. Because if you roll the one under combat, it not only does the hit and damage, but it also tells you what thing it'll put it in, like that.
Yep.
All right, so you hit him, and holy shit.
That's +2 to everything, I suppose.
Yep, I know you definitely hit him. You just hit a 24 armor, which beats most jacks. Like literally, I don't actually know of a jack that has that armor. So
Holy shit.
yeah, he's there. You run up, and you're like, "Hurrah!" And for
That's
everyone
just to hit, not the damage, right?
no, the 23 is the damage. Look, damage 23 versus armor. The attack hits.
I mean,
So
okay. I'm not seeing the 23. That's weird. I'm
Okay.
seeing 17. To 10.
Oh, I
Great
know what
weapon.
happened. I accidentally DM rolled it.
well, I can see it.
Alright.
So he just rolled an attack 11 versus defense and a 23 versus armor to location 6. So these guys have 11 armor. So yeah, you run up to him and you hit him, and
He's gone.
you smash his head, and his head just goes into nothing, and he
I
just
would like-
turns it, and he turns into paste.
I would like to make a roar, like a growl, after I hit him in the face.
Yeah, so you guys see this giant trollkin just run forward with the hammer, and he hits the guy, and then there's no more guy. Literally.
Completely unfazed.
Mr. Roy is going to go up, and he is going to try and use his explodey glove in this group right here. What is with these rolls? Okay, so that hits, and so you see Roy hold up his hand, and he snaps his fingers. And at first you don't really see much happen, but then you see a little red light appear in between this kind of group over here. And then all of a sudden, they are blown to bits. One of them managed to take some cover because he was in cover, but he's like, ah, and his arm is like just a little stump of what it was, and there's blood coming out, and he's like, ah. Bardon.
Alright. I guess Bardon will stand up. Let me just real quick.
Did you roll initiative, Flat?
I did.
Did
you
you
roll
roll
initiative?
Did you-
Not so. Did you roll initiative?
Yes.
Did you guys remember to click your token beforehand?
No. But I got a 21.
I did. I'm right there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Annie's there.
Exactly.
There we go. I added. So 21, you said?
I'm going to charge this guy who's been doing all the talking. Jumping off my thing and charging him.
Okay, which guy is it?
This guy, I'm just doing a quick calculation. I've got 12 feet normally. Yeah, I can't reach him. Never mind. Actually, I have reach. Yeah, I can get there.
Yeah.
With
What
a
about the
reach.
guy? Yeah, this guy off to the left here.
I was going for. Sorry. 1 second. This guy right here.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you can
I
just
have-
barely get him, then that
Yeah.
works. All right.
And I'm going to use my focus because I have 2 focus. So I'll make 2 extra attacks here.
Oh my god, that is the dumbest thing in the world.
What is?
The top cursor is blocked by the fucking thing.
Yeah, you notice that too? You have to zoom out.
Heh.
Since this was a charge,
Yeah. Now that remember to keep your tokens rotated to the proper facing.
I'm going to. There we go.
What's that big
Oh
black?
my god. That's a hit roll though. Okay, so the blunderbuss guy came over and he sees everyone just getting blown up and he's like, "Oh my god." And then he turns around and sees this dwarf run at him. And you smash him with that. And that's going to be enough to kill him.
All right.
So another man
Dropped like
turns
a
to
rock.
paste. Oh yeah. So because I skipped you because I didn't see you on the turn order, Sarge, you're up.
Oh, okay. I'm going to. Let me look at what I can do in combat. Okay, well, nothing here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my combat. Yes, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I haven't changed stance this whole time, but I'm gonna. That guy in front of me, I'm just gonna hit him with the quad iron.
Okay.
So. Do I get a +1 to myself? No, that'd be silly.
Okay, you'll need to move there to hit. Okay. All right. So that hits. You bring up your quad iron and you shoot. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but you nick him in the shoulder,
Wait,
and he's like,
I think the quad iron
What?
has a trick. I think it lets me shoot twice.
"Yes." So you hit with one shot, boom, hit him in the shoulder. You do some damage to him.
Yep, and
Oh, even better. You kind of, boom, goes his shoulder, and he's like, "Is that all you?"
barrel rotates.
He looks down at his chest where the hole is.
And then I kind of take the rest of my movement. Can I do that? Move up against the cart
Yeah.
for like a little bit of cover. Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen too many officers go by the philosophy there ain't no point ducking, only to immediately be
Yeah.
sniped.
That's good. That's smart. You're taking cover. That's actually a very smart thing to do. Annie.
All right. Quick question. I can't shoot past Roy, yes?
Yeah, if he was engaged with someone and you shot the person engaged, that would be when you take the minus. But if you're just shooting past someone, I'll just assume that you can, since obviously Natso is doing battlefield coordination and all that, and even you guys are coordinated, you can just be like, "Duck!" and then your comrade or whoever's in the way will said duck, and then you shoot.
All right, and I assume these 3 are still alive.
Oh yeah. There's a couple more that jumped out and they're like, "What's going on? This is supposed to be an easy grab."
Yeah, Annie peeks around the corner and just very calmly tells Roy, "Duck." And she just fires upon this guy with her Magitech rifle.
Roy was actually on his horse, so when you yell duck, he just throws himself off of his horse and the horse moves.
Nice.
Remember,
Alright.
never shoot the horse. The horse creates panic, and that's good.
That's 19 and 20 thanks to the +1s.
That hits, and that is definitely going to do damage. Who are you shooting at?
This guy.
All right, and you're just shooting at him with a normal thingy.
Yeah, it was a Matchlock rifle.
All right, boom, headshot. However, you've noticed that when you shot him, your sights are now off alignment.
Bum 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 ba
Not done yet. This guy, who I assume is injured because of the red dot.
Yep, he lost his arm in the explosion. He's like, ah.
Well, I'm gonna put him out of the misery. Annie lowers her rifle, brings up her hand, pulling it behind her for a moment before pointing it like a gun at the guy, and out comes Arcane Bolt.
Technically, my mistake. This is a second attack, which you can't do. So
No,
What?
even offensive spells are just quick cast, quick actions rather.
okay.
Don't you have to spend a feat point for that?
No,
Well, if there's a time to figure it out, it is in
So
the session zero.
you did a quick action. You did your standard. You still have your movement.
okay. Does that
So
hit
you
with the 12?
Yeah. So you spend 2 of your focus points, and that will hit, and that will damage, and that will just be enough to kill him. So your bolt goes into him. What does it look like, by the way, when you cast magic? Describe to me what color, what language the runes are, and how it looks.
Annie's runes are actually a bright yellow color, and she seems to have gloves, much like Roy's there, that just light up for a moment as she pulls it back before she throws her hand forward, essentially as if she was throwing the bolt itself. As she seems to just mumble. You can't quite hear what she's saying. But it's at that point, like when her hand is extended out, that you can see that her the runes on her glove kind of give off the shape of a bloody rose.
Your
Right.
bolt strikes him, and dead. The
All right.
screaming had stopped. But now it's
And
their
now,
turn.
no, not yet.
Go ahead.
I have 2 more quick
Well,
actions.
Well, take your thing.
Second quick action, fast caster, another arcane bolt at the other guy.
Okay, so that is all of your focus.
Yes.
So, just remember
That
that
is
your armor.
terrible.
Just remember that your armor is default now, and that actually does miss. Not only that, he is also in cover. So he's kind of hiding behind this bush, and he sees his friend die, and he peeks his head out, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he ducks back behind, and the bolt misses.
All right. And then Annie just moves behind the wagon and uses her fast reload to reload her musket.
Right, so that will be partial cover from that guy anyway. It will be full cover from the guy down on the bottom. All right, they will now go. Okay. So there will be a rifle bolt coming at you, Annie. This will be +2 to your defense from the
Okay.
cover.
Yep.
An 8 does not hit you,
Easily.
and another 8 does not hit you.
Incredible.
So they fire at you, and they're hitting the wagon. Just. Bardon, they're going to attack you. One of them is.
Alright.
Does a 10 hit your defense?
My defense is. Yes, 10 hits my defense.
Okay, what is your armor?
15.
This is just a standard rifle, so no damage because he hits it dead on. You have to get at least 1 over armor to do damage. So he turns,
No,
he fires
don't
his
you
rifle right at.
do 1 damage no matter what each turn? If you hit?
I don't think so.
Right. I think you gotta
No,
get
it's-
at least 1 over the armor.
Okay.
I'll double check that, but typically you gotta get at least 1 over the armor to fill a box.
Yes, because otherwise, you'd be, no matter how high your armor, you'd be shot down at like 4 or 5 hits, depending on what locations are getting hit.
That sounds fair, because then if you always
So
took
he,
damage, the armor would be pointless.
Yeah, I typically in the tabletop game when I play it, which is literally the same rule set, you have to get at least 1 over the armor to do a damage, unless you
Okay.
have a feat or another thing. For example, anomical precision allows you to do damage even if you miss or don't hit the armor. So there are feats that literally allow you to do damage if you miss. So I'm going to say that you need to get at least 1 over the armor to do damage. So he gets you dead on with a 15, and poing, the shot hits your armor and doesn't go through.
Here it is. Compare the total damage against the armor of the character. If the character takes 1 damage point for every point that the damage roll exceeds the armor.
Yeah,
But
it
doesn't
has
say
to
anything
exceed
about
the armor.
minimum.
Yeah, it must exceed the armor. Alrighty, I'm actually going to have William's character come out, Titus come out. He is going to come out and point the gun, and he's going to get to do 2 attacks. Oh, geez.
Creed, if you want to think about it like this, you roll damage and then subtract the armor.
Yeah, no, I just remember reading somewhere else it was something else.
Ah,
But it must have been wrong.
you weren't wrong, Creed. You just weren't right.
So Titus comes out and just fans his pistol and immediately kills the 2 guys that it shot with headshots.
Is that what actually he could do, or is that just what? What?
That's literally what he. That's literally what he can do.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, he's just like, okay, I'll take 2 shots because I'm agility. Oh, and by the way, they're boosted.
Are we all making
Um,
sure to put +1?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, so yeah, if I add that, that's even more overkill.
Remember your +1. It's all I'm here for. Please.
All right, now so this guy's gonna take a shot at you. You get a +2 to your defense. He's gonna take a shot at you. 10.
Not even close. It hits the cart.
You'll take another shot. 12.
Nope.
Okay, it hits the cart. Again, the 2 musket shots kind of ring next to you.
2 more shots, or just
No, just the guy who was shooting.
okay?
We are back up at the top with Mr. T.
Okay. I would like to spend a feat point to be able to charge on difficult terrain and charge the guy, this guy.
All right, so you go over the wagon.
And while I'm charging, I'm just screaming, the pain train, choo choo. Let's see. There we go.
Okay, so that hits.
+2 do everything again.
Once again, the man looks up, and all he sees before he dies is the hammer.
Does the hammer have the word "full" written on it?
Yes, literally on the flat circle part, there's just inscribed, and it's not only that, it's in Trollkin. It's not even in common.
Pity the
So-
fool.
It just says "Pity the Fool" in Trollkin.
Well,
They are all dead.
at least he was enthusiastic about it.
Yawns. As Dwarf will yawn loudly as he shuffles back slowly towards the cart.
Sarge is gonna run up. Is gonna kind of walk around to find Annie. Are you alright, sister?
Oh, I'm quite fine. Are you alright?
Oh, quite fine. You know I can't go a day without having some bullets ring over my head.
That has always been a problem with you.
Quite.
Ah, well. Is that all of them disposed of?
Nah, it did liven up the trip a bit.
Everyone
I
here is
could-
still in one piece.
For the most part, yes.
We're alright over
Good.
here.
You all know how to handle yourselves pretty well in a fight. Are
Mr.
you,
T's gonna... Sorry, go on.
go ahead, Mr. T, you go first.
Mr. T is gonna pick up one of the dead bodies and like clean himself up with the
By the
I don't know.
By the way, Trollkins are known to eat people.
Wait, what? Neat. Is it frowned upon though?
No, not on bandits. If you go around eating civilians, they're gonna be like, dude, what the fuck? But no, if you go around just eating bandits, like they're just gonna be like, oh, it's a Trollkin. They eat people.
Do we need to cook it or?
No, Trollkin just eat.
Meat, free meal.
Don't
They
put-
have unbelievably strong jaws and teeth.
Mr. T,
I just-
please. You don't know where that's been.
It's been nicely tenderized.
Just
Quite.
slowly shakes his head.
Us just kind of looks on with cigar in mouth. That never left. The cigar never left the mouth.
Oh, just leave it be, sister. It'll save on rations.
You're right. It'll keep the it'll keep the buzzards from getting sick.
He Roy pops up and he's like, well, Trollkin gotta eat. But you all know how to handle yourselves pretty good in a fight. You're not looking for any I couldn't help but notice the uniform. You need any hired help?
Out of character, wasn't I supposed to be recruiting people? Or out of character, would I have a reason to?
Yeah. Because you want to make your own charter. This is before the charter starts. This is before the mercenary charter.
Hmm.
Remember, when session 1 starts, it's going
Hang
to
on!
be your merc charter.
Sorry.
No worries. You there?
Yeah, hang on. I'm getting yelled at. I'll be right back.
Sure.
I thought usually when I yell at people, the mic's muted. I feel awkward now.
Ma, the meatloaf!
It's like, who is that? Ma, plus 20 to hit.
Oh, good lord.
I just forgot that I had cleave. I could have attacked the other guy earlier.
Yeah.
Need to figure out how much range is. Or how much reach is. Because I could have attacked like 3 or 4 people there too. But I wasn't sure how much my reach was.
Yep, that's why we do this.
Reach.
So, is 1 feet, 1 inch in like game terms, or how many inches are we going to turn into
One-
feet wise?
1 inch is 6 feet.
Okay. Okay, so I think I did the charge wrong because apparently I need 18 feet to be able to charge.
You had 18 feet.
So
You
I
really were.
see here.
No, it's you gain an extra 3 inches.
I've returned, and also I wish I had 3
Oh.
inches.
All right. So, yeah. Right now, the Merc Charter. Because remember, this is session 0. This is before the technical first session. This is before you got your mercenary charter going. You are currently trying to get people to fill your charter for whatever reason you choose. In other words, whether you wish to just shove it to your parents, whether you wish to actually gain a bit of rank, because this is when you were doing your military stuff. And, oh my God, this is boring. I'm not getting paid. What the fuck? And so this is before the charter starts. When session 1 starts, the charter will already be formed with you and all these characters. But right now, yes, you would be looking for people to try and fill your charter. And you just saw him snap his fingers and blow 3 guys up, so he appears to be an alchemist of some kind.
God damn it.
Really
Oh,
thought.
you just finally got it.
No, I just thought you wouldn't be so blatant.
we had faith in you.
I wasn't gonna say anything until I had to.
You think you're the only weeaboos in this party? Think again.
Matter of fact, I actually am looking for a few guns. Do you have what
Yeah.
it takes?
I think I have what it takes. If you need an alchemist, I'm one of the best you'll ever find.
She's gonna hand him a card. We'll be in touch.
Takes the card, and it's literally just with your name on it and no other contact information.
And of course it has all the contact information.
So obviously there's no phones, but he puts it in the his pocket and he says, "All right."
Before she walks to the back of the cart, she's gonna stop for a second and look at our Trollkin friend, who's probably currently halfway through a bandit.
He's Trollkin have. It's said that Trollkin's jaws are so powerful they can literally pick up rocks and just chew them to bits. That's how strong Trollkin's jaws are. So the man is pretty much gone.
I'm assuming he was pretty impressive for a Trollkin, right?
He's about a little bit above average size. His buffiness is really impressive. But what's really, really, really impressive about him is his tone. He's got max physique that Trollkin can even possess. So his overall physique and stamina, if you will, is just ridiculous. So he may not be quite like the best way I can describe it is he's almost as big as Thor, but he's way more toned than Thor. Like literally, it looks like if you tried to punch him, you would be punching a solid stone wall.
Mr. T. She's gonna look you up and down.
You just
Are
see
you-
him sitting down chewing.
I don't.
Even sitting down, he's almost as tall.
I'm gonna add a character. Do I see when I see any insignia that you're a part of any group? Or are you just obviously a ragamuffin?
You can see that he has a, what do you call those thingies on a cloak?
Insignia.
Brooches.
Brooches. Yeah, he has a brooch of the Knight faction.
Yeah, in
the
other words,
knightly-
yeah, there was a Caspia order that does recruit Trollkin occasionally, and it's an order of knights that's typically used in the military fashion. However, he is not wearing any particular symbols outright, which the knightly symbol does. So he is either now a merc or he was excommunicated.
You were one of the knights. So have you gone freelance or something unfortunate happened?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He is no fool to be sharing his secrets with recently known people.
As one should. Are you perhaps looking for coin?
Friends, what do I need to do? If it's just me sneaking around and stealing shit, then no, I will decline.
As if I'd require matters of such trivial nature. No. I won't hire you for anything that you're not a professional at. And as far as I'm aware, that was some of the best hammer swinging I've ever seen.
That he's gonna stand up, like lug his warhammer to his shoulder, walk towards you, and kind of like look you up and down.
Yeah, out of curiosity, how tall is your character, Sarge?
Like 4'9".
She's 4'9". Yeah, yeah. He's like almost eight. He's almost Yeah, he's like 7 foot tall.
She's not even blinking. She is just
Yeah, he just stands down and looks at you.
Yep, not even blinking. She's gonna keep her eyes met with his the whole time. Cigar still in mouth.
What do you propose?
I'm in current need of muscle. I'm putting together a team. And you look like... And I need a heavy hitter, and you seem to fit the bill perfectly.
He starts laughing, a hearty laugh, and he goes, "If you can fill the bill, and I will fill your bill as well." And then he starts laughing and starts slapping his knee.
When he laughs, due to his size, like it's almost like someone turned on ambient speakers up to like max volume, and like you can hear the vibration just go through you. If we were in an anime, Sarge would be like vibrating up and down and slowly moving back without even moving.
Holy shit.
I can definitely fill the bill.
He just smiles and goes back to where the dwarf was and sits down.
Next to the door.
The dwarfy.
The dwarf.
Nice
Titus,
hammer.
yeah. Oh yeah, you both have hammers.
Yeah.
She's gonna walk up and... where is your,
Kind of holsters.
Creed, where's your suit? Like, what's it look like?
It's a full body suit, so when he's fully has engaged, a helmet comes down on top of it. It looks. Let me see if I have that. It looks sort of like.
Mentally already preparing to turn down half the people I already had lined up for this job. It's like, better muscle, better engineer, huh?
Yeah, actually, the people that you've met on this caravan have actually proven to be quite impressive. You said you had a man. Go ahead.
Sort of like this, but a little less. How should I put? A bit more steampunky and a little less protectorate.
Oh, now is this out of character? Is this like a custom built thing?
Yes.
Ah.
In terms of how it looks, yeah. This is his own.
It's custom built, and our head armor is all built by the mechanic. There's no like. So this is something fairly unique. The closest you've probably ever seen to it is Man of War armor. That's used by the elite strike forces of the of Kendor.
Hmm.
So this is something like really, really strange.
Now you're wearing it, or is it just...
I'm currently sitting in it, but it's powered down. As I'm adjusting some levers and gears in it.
You're gonna walk up, you're gonna see her kind of eyeballing it and kind of looking at you.
He'll just look up and go, "Can I help you, lass?"
Maybe. How long did it take you to get to build this?
Shoes seems to count on his fingers. A week and a half, give or
Hmm.
take.
No visible expression, but she's gonna nod. She's gonna walk up. May I? She's just more gesturing to like touch it.
Breathe in now and slow. You break it, you bought it.
Of course. She's mostly like she wouldn't be able to make head or tails of how it actually works because she's not an engineer, but she's looking at the craftsmanship, looking at the joints, looking at the metallurgy. She's like,
This is like from what you know, at least from what you've seen, because you have been on the war, you've been on the battlefield. Typically this would be considered like high up quality. Like this is something that you would give a warcaster, like one of the elites.
Oh please, the Warcasters couldn't pilot this.
Well, yeah, no, but it's like in terms of quality.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually know that it's a certain kind of armor, but it does from a distance. It looks like a warcaster armor or engineer armor, but he has no idea.
Looks like Warcaster armor if it was super heavy armor.
Yep.
And it's about as big, ends up being about as big as Mr. T in total.
gotta say, I don't even see a hammer mark. Quite impressive.
Raises an eyebrow. Why would there be a hammer mark?
I'm assuming you like out of character. I was saying like as if you like when you first put the metal in.
Hammering.
Yeah, for like you made the thing spotless.
I won't be leaving any dents inside on this thing.
I can tell.
Bianca, here's my baby.
Huh, you should be very proud. How long was the longest you run it? Like I'm asking how like out of character. How long? Like the longest time you've had this thing going in a continual go? Assuming these things can run out of gas.
They can. You can run them 8 hours with coal and water before they need refuel.
So yeah, I'm asking what's the longest you've run this thing?
Thinks for a moment before saying, was in the Battle of the Pikes, so was frontline for about 2 days.
You were in the Pikes?
Aye, lass. Weren't most folks around here.
I have memories of the Pikes. Puff cigar.
I will be right back.
Young.
Prodigy, they call it.
One of those types.
I wasn't content to sit around. The academy really boosted me out of there. Hated it, but it was also in a good way. Are you currently employed by anyone?
Nah. Was tasked to escort some supplies for one of the local clans, but after that I'm free as a One of those strange flapping things over there. He points to a bird.
Kind of. That actually gets her to raise an eyebrow. It's just. So you just drift around taking odd jobs.
Oh, the last charter I was in was in a charter before this, and it kind of dissolved. Normally we'll do tasks for the clans.
Could I interest you in a more stable income?
Raises an eyebrow at that. How stable we talking?
I don't plan to be dissolving anytime soon. Regular
No one
paychecks.
plans on dissolving.
No, but we won't. It'll be more stable than you have now.
And what exactly are you hiring me for?
See, you do. Well, you have a hammer, and I need someone who can swing one. And with armor skills like that, it would be a shame if you went to somebody who wouldn't utilize your skills to a maximum potential.
Yeah, I'll be your heavy hitter, but if you want my more unique arts, he taps the side of the armor. You're going to have to be understanding. This stuff takes a while to make. I'll be looking for some extra funding.
Oh, trust me. I wouldn't even consider bringing someone on who would be willing to do that much work for free. Only fools do that.
Agreed. Titus kind of leans back in after sharing a cigar with Mustang, and he's
All
like,
that
if
stuff
you're good at
kinda-
something, never do it for free.
all that stuff cut out for me.
I said only fools do stuff for free.
He
Really,
said,
the fool would do stuff for free.
then you got yourself a deal, lass. He hold out his hand.
She gives you a firm shake back.
First things first. Assume you know that other blonde lady.
My sister? Yes.
No, all you pink tall folk look the same to me.
And he's actually like right there around the corner of the cart, just looking in her eye.
Is she now willing to let me fix that damn gun of hers?
Actually, she speaks up. I was about to say, the the alignment came up. And she said that matter of fact, like not in like an embarrassed way. Like, yeah, it came off.
This is why you need to listen to your. And he'll just grumble and take the gun.
Listen to your what?
I'm not going to actually
Peers.
say that. He'll just grumble as he takes the gun and goes, "Goddamn gun mages don't even know how to fix their own guns correctly." He's going to start repairing it and realigning it.
Titus kind of pipes up a bit and he says, well, if we're talking possible job offers here, what was your name, Sarge?
Indeed.
I also have a many set of skills. Little B&E, little sneak. I can shoot straighter than most of the sharpshooters in Eosin. and I'm quite good with a sword, and nothing gets by my eyes.
So I've heard. This guy looks like he knows who he's talking about. Okay.
Oh yeah. He's You actually noticed that when he did that thing where he jumped out of the cart and did his fanning, where he just went.
Yeah.
He jumped out of the cart, did a somersault, which is his movement, because his movement is fucking ridiculous. He fired 2 shots. Both shots kill the guys with headshots. And he fanned the revolver while holding a sword.
Oh shit! Wait, what? Okay. Wait, did he
Because when he
one-hand fanned it?
No, he did the he turned his sword around and faced it forward, and then he fanned it he actually fanned it with the hilt of his sword. If you look at his sword, it's got this little scoop in the bottom, so he can fan the revolver while holding the sword.
Okay, yeah. So he knows what he's about.
Yeah, he literally twirls the gun like revolver ocelot, catches it, and he's sitting there just messing with it, and his dexterity seems to be quite impressive.
But he's also obviously a cutthroat, right? Like this guy's never done honest work in his life.
He looks like 2 things from what you can discern about him, from what you experience that you have been given from seeing characters and seeing people. He's a man who's killed people. He's a man who's lied. He's a man who's stolen. He's a man who's cheated. He is a man who's definitely done a lot of killing, but he is a man who looks like he's not actually the biggest cutthroat you've seen, but he's definitely probably killed people, at least from the look you've seen. And it's probably been a lot.
I won't ask where you learned to do that, but you are very good at what you do. And you do fit a specific role I do need. Consider yourself hired.
He winks at you and he says, "You do me honors, Sarge."
Well, here I was hoping he would say he won't regret it.
No, from the way William described this character to me, he's not the kind of person who would use the word toots. He would use the word, he'd be formal about it. Like, he would flirt like a professional, not like a unprofessional.
Mm.
Like Scout would put it, he's not good with the girls. He's great with the ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, with this, we jump ahead to 1 year time. After a whole year of working together, you've gotten the feel for each other's talents, skills, etc., etc.
Oh, great. Now we're going to have to make up stories that happen in 1 year.
Well, that's the thing, is you guys can talk about whatever stories you want to talk about. And it can add on to the stories, it can also add on to the character development.
Like, how the hell did you discover that I had magic?
Yeah, that could also be a thing that gets discovered. So you guys are currently sitting in your Merc charter, in your own headquarters. When you first started, work was booming. However, when the Kador and Signar conflict started, you guys got a bit gypped. In your last contract, the person who hired you, one of the Signar generals, did not pay you at all. He gypped you on your pay completely. Granted, he was then executed by Signar High Command, and you were given great apologies and promised that a new job, a very profitable one, was coming soon. Right now, each of you only has 25 gold to your name, and the rent for your overall place is next month. However, Sarge, you get a knock at your office door.
Opens the door. Cigarette. Just like a cloud of cigar smoke floats out. Yes.
You see a man standing at parade rest in a military officer uniform with a rather impressive-looking sword at his side. He has long white hair, kind of coiled up into a bun. He is an officer of Signar. You recognize this man. His name is I'm trying to make sure I say this right. His name is Vaden, and he is very high rank. He is one of the Signar, one of the high commanders of one of the Signar Stormblade units.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What would be proper protocol right now? Do I salute?
Officer of higher rank, yeah.
I immediately of course I'm in proper posture, but I somehow straighten up even more from straight to straighter, and then I give the proper salute. What is a Signar salute?
Signar is very militaristic of the British, so it would be the standard SAS salute, probably.
Hmm. So I do the SAS. What rank do I call him?
Captain.
What pleasure can... Captain. What Fuck, I need... Why am I having a brain fart now?
Sergeant. Good to see you again. Yeah.
Yes, come right in.
He nods. Comes on in, he sets his Stormglaive off to the side. Very impressive looking weapon. He waits for you to sit down, then he sits down. Which is interesting, because typically you would allow the officer to sit first, but he actually motions you to sit first.
Sorry for the smoke. I wasn't expecting guest.
Oh, it is of no consequence. I'm on the battlefield most days now, and it smells a lot more pungent in here than it does on the battlefield. Believe me, it's worse out there. It is far, far worse.
Hmm.
I heard about the last assignment you were on. I apologize that you got gypped. That is unprofessional. I hope the man's execution will set examples for those to follow. That it is not wise to cheat those of their due.
Understandable.
Of course. Nonetheless, you were promised another assignment, and we do have one coming up. It's a bit of an odd one. I know we haven't asked you to do much covert ops yet. Mostly it's been military escorting. But with the ceasefire between Signar and Khador, we will have other duties for you to perform. There will be, of course, good pay in it, and of course, as always, your standing will increase. And, of course, I imagine your family will be overjoyed. Granted, this mission will probably be kept off the books until it is completed.
Of course.
Are you familiar with the city of Corvus?
Yes, I am.
Indeed, small little trade city. Not much has been going on there ever since the Orgath occupation all those hundreds of years ago. However, we've been getting some strange reports. As you know, the Kingdom of Crix is starting to advance forward. The location of Five Fingers is actually becoming a focal point for some of the conflicts. The undead are starting to march north, and the conflict from the north of Khador is growing tension. Soon we will find ourselves facing off on three fronts. The Menoth to the east, Khador to the north, and Crix to the south. Luckily, we do not have much opposition from the west at the moment, but that can change. The Trollkin are strange. Nonetheless, they have not shown any hostilities towards us yet. Granted, Menoth should be kept off our back for a little bit of time, due to the Scorn, who have just now declared their independence and have now started to march upon Menoth. Legion will have its hands full.
So are these strange reports you want us to investigate?
There are reports of necromancy happening in the city of Corvus from some of our spies. We also had a couple spies located in Corvus who gave us this information. However, they have not reported in nearly 2 months. It's time we sent someone in to find them and figure out what is happening in Corvus. Your mission would be to go to Corvus, investigate the supposed signs of necromancy and other things that are happening that might be strange. Take any jobs you want to keep your cover going. Find out what happened to our spies and what their condition is, and report back to us when you can. Keep in mind, Corvus is not a massively delicate matter. They are, of course, members of the Signarian Empire. However, they consider themselves their own people, so to speak. You, of course, can pull your rank there if you wish. However you choose to disguise yourself is up to you. However, I would use different names, if you can. As always, it is your charter. It is your choice how you wish to go about this. However, it would be best to not associate your family name with anything you might do, mostly out of safety for you and your comrade.
Of course.
You will each be given 50 gold to help you gain basic supplies, and the reward for this task, after completing everything, when all is said and done, you will each be given 800 gold each.
Her eyes almost widen. Very reasonable.
Is that satisfactory, Sergeant?
Very satisfactory, Captain.
Very well. Prep your team. You leave within 2 days' time.
Will do.
We will put you on the next caravan out to Corvus. He stands up and salutes you, and then does something you've never seen any officer of that higher rank do. Walks up and holds out his hand.
I salute and I shake it.
Good. And good luck. Be careful down there.
Luck will have nothing to do with it.
Take no chances with the Cricks. If you see any necromancy, stamp it out. Cannot have that in the kingdom of Signar.
They will die as many times as they have to.
He nods, he salutes, and he leaves the room. And that right there is the end. Session 0.
Wait, I wanted to call everybody in a debrief on what we're about to do.
Of course. Well, I'll tell you what you do. You don't have to stop any recording. You guys can roleplay and still do stuff. And I need to get your charter things ready. So, go ahead and continue.
Second he's like, I give it like a minute after he's gone, and the second he's gone, prim proper shoulders, slouch, kicks feet back up in chair. It's like, alright. Whew, alright. Wait, are we all living in the same building? We are.
That's up to you. Yeah, it's a charter merc building. You guys each have your own rooms.
Would is there a way to like call people from my office?
Yes, actually. They do have those.
I'm gonna push the button, and just to contrast, because we've been working with each other pretty close for a year. Alright, lads, get in here. We're actually getting paid.
Finally.
Mustang and Titus, Roy and Titus are the first ones in there.
Just because
No response.
I've already
Because you think you actually, my guy will actually hear you over all the racking and banging in his lap.
I've gotten used to this, and I push a button that that has a light that triggers a light in your office.
Yep.
Is it like a little blinking light, like beep 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 beep?
Bank, bank. Like a steam was. There was like a little steam was like. Toot.
Clever. I love it.
It's what's needed to get my guys' attention.
It is. I had that installed forever ago.
Question: how tall are the doors and the ceiling?
Well, the thing is, it's your Merc Charter building, and you guys have been working together for about a year.
Yeah.
So I imagine that after you broke the first couple doorways, that Sarge would have had bigger doorways installed.
10 out of 10.
A lot of the doors that we didn't bother to fix just have a your head shaped hole carved over them. Just like we just cut it out. Because we're not about to rebuild this whole fucking building.
Amazing. Yeah, Annie's already just there. Like the call goes out and she just slipped into the room quietly.
You see,
Roll me a sneak. I want to see how good the sneak is.
Let's see. What is sneak?
It's a skill, so if you don't have it in your macro, it's that. But sneak is typically based around agility.
I did not want to keep that prim and proper the entire time.
So if you don't have any training in it, okay, yeah, so 12. So you go in, and as you're trying to go in the room quietly, Titus just notices you, and he gives a nod to you, and then looks back at Sarge.
I am currently, like, I have, like, a chalkboard on wheels. I'm currently behind it. Like, you hear just vigorous chalking.
So, Mustang kind of pipes up, and he's like, so, he must have been giving us some pretty good numbers if, you're this excited. What's the sitch, Sarge?
All right, hang on. Is everybody behind me?
Yes.
All right. Walks in front of the thing. So, the government finally decided to unscrew us. So fortunately, we're going to be able to actually afford AC. Because we're all getting 50 right off the bat.
Make sure we get paid in front this time, so we don't get fucked.
Look, I'm not.
Well,
we all learned from the fall incident. We're not doing that twice. Fucking lawyers.
Right now they're giving you 50 gold to buy supplies and whatnot. So everyone has 75 gold to their name right now for supplies and ammo and stuff like that. So.
But as for the actual job, and she grabs the board, and she did this upside down so it would actually come upside right. She flips the board. All right. So apparently, we're doing some covert operations. Big brass, big money. World-ending shit, I guess.
Looks between himself and Mr. T, and just sort of raises an eyebrow at the whole word covert.
We're not actively associating with the government. We're going in under the guise as just random muscle.
Right, so we're gonna have code names then, or fake names.
Precisely.
Excellent.
Apparently, what was the town's name again?
Corvus.
So they're sending us to Corvus.
Groans at that.
I know. But
Trade City.
But fortunately, at least helps us with the cover of just being random muscle. So, and she has her little riding crop slabs board. So first thing we need to know, some spies are missing. The spies, apparently, they've been missing for several months. first thing they noted, the first thing that they said, was that there's some necromancy going on. So we're probably gonna have to kill some fuckers twice.
Well, if we need to make sure they're really dead, I could just always eat them. I
don't
doubt it.
think it'll be good for your
Belly.
I'm pretty
Granted,
sure
it would
you would.
probably it would probably be bad for his indigestion. However, if he eats the corpses, they can't resurrect them as zombies.
Starts pointing at whomever talks. Eh? Eh?
But granted, I think that would really destroy. That was Roy. He looks over at UT and he's like, "But I think that would really be bad on your stomach, D. I don't think I'd want to put you through that, especially if they're."
We've all seen him eat worse than a zombie.
Yeah, I mean, well, if it's starting to decay, I mean, I'm worried about my stomach as much as his if I have to see that. Right, so you want me to start brewing up some alchemical compounds then before we leave?
Yeah, get this. Yeah, we're gonna need as much as we can get because this is a big. This is from Top Brass.
Well, I got the amount of stuff you wanted there. Hey, I got a couple grenades here. Did you want to try one out, Large?
I don't really do grenades.
He nods, keeps one in his bandolier. He's like, good, finally get to test these things out. And then he tosses you a vial. Says you might want to keep that on hand. It's basically the alchemist health potion.
You're not gonna let up since that last time, are you?
Well, I told you to take cover and you got shot in the shoulder and then you almost bled out. Not my problem that you didn't listen to me.
Or
Now you
anyways,
got that big scar right there, and you can't even show it off either unless you want to sit there and be like, "Hey, look, it's in a bad spot." Sorry, let's face it.
any actual questions?
Titus
What is
pipe.
our
Say that again.
Say
We're
again.
getting golden.
Did he leave the gold here when he did it, or are we all getting the?
The 50 gold, yes. The 800 you're getting when everything's said and done in your back.
So we have the 50 gold now.
Yes. So everyone should have probably about 75.
I reach into like a little thing a little drawer, and I toss a bag of 50 at you.
Yep.
Actually, I toss a bag unceremoniously at each of you. Whether or not you catch it, that's your problem.
Titus kind of pipes up and he's like, "So what are we getting paid when this is all said and done?"
Takes a deep puff of the cigar. 800.
Whoa!
And due to the nature of our cover, whatever we're getting paid there from the odd jobs we're doing.
Well, this is a step in the right direction, Sarge.
About frickin'
He
time.
starts laughing and he says, "Well, the pain train is fully committed."
So, yeah, when he sends you on the caravan, you guys will basically already be under the guise of basically muscle and or work for hire. So when you guys approach the caravan and enter the city, everyone will at least see you as that. So that's where things will start.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the best part, guys. Everyone here has completed session 0. 6 XP.
Woo!
What?
What do I do with 6 XP?
Huh?
So
we're-
you get, see what you guys get here. I'll open up the book.
+2 occupational skills, +1 spell, ability, connection, or military skill. You pick, and +1.
Yay!
So +2 skill, +1 big thing, and +1 stat.
Should I put my stat into arc, or speed?
Speed, because you're short little legs.
Even though you have reach, it would be kind of good if you could actually keep yourself moved around because you're going to be a buff motherfucker, so you need to be able to get around.
As terrifying as it is to only barely be in front of the thing that's trying to crush you like a fucking Mario with a hammer.
I mean, keep in mind that my reach, I've actually just figured out what it is, and according to this, it's going to be 12 feet.
Yep. What page is the level up on?
So my reach will
Like
be to
153 exactly.
snapping to.
154 on the book actually. 153 on my PDF.
So
There we
keep in mind, this is my reach, guys.
Hey, you know what? I'll be real nice to you guys. 10 XP. So you get 2 occupational skills, 1 spell ability, connection, or military skill, 1 stat, another 2 occupational skills, and then another 1 spell ability, connection, or
Oh
military
God.
skill. So keep
Oh,
in mind, your XP total right now is at 10.
Yeah.
That makes my life interesting.
I gotta level up Itis here.
In the streets with the boys.
So that brings me to a question.
Hmm.
What was my question? Do I have time before we start all this to work on my armor?
You have had a year. That's what the whole year thing was. In other words, over the year that you guys have been working together, you've gotten that 10 XP. So yes.
Okay. But with that gold, I just now have enough gold.
You guys will have 2 days before you go.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm not buying supplies, guys.
I swear, if we have to feed you again.
We're hero level. Our max skill is capped at 2, right?
2. Skill rating is capped at 2, and when you get 2 occupational skills, you can add that 2 anywhere as long as it doesn't go above 2.
Let me just see if I can afford any right now. Because
Oh, I think I'm gonna do this when I wake up. I'm going to sleep, guys. Thank you for the game.
Peace then.
the abilities I'm picking up is going to be...
We should probably
I already
officially end the recording there then.
Yes, let's end the recording there.
Yep.
Thank you players for playing, thank you watchers for watching.
Later, boys.